Hey, it's your boy NightS0S and welcome back to another marathon video. Today, we're just chilling. I decided that I wanted to go on to Night Marsh and see what was up. I kind of forgot to record my VTuber model while also doing this, and I also forgot to talk this entire clip. So, here's me, the future editing Chaz here, stepping in to do the thing, future editing NightS0S here, actually. Yeah. Anyway, though, we decided to do a full playthrough with the new burst pistol. It's very cool. I definitely am. I'm not gonna say it's my new favorite gun because the SMG exists, and but I will say for sure that this gun is pretty good. I have a lot of fun with it. This is not the only raid that I do with this, but this is the one. I mean, I think I've had a few videos up already where I do use the gun. However, I do really love these new guns that they have dropped. It makes me feel like they are, moving in the right directions with the guns. Especially the way this pistol looks. I do enjoy the way it looks. I also enjoy the way it shoots. It's a very good weapon. But anyway, so recently I have been trying to get my VTuber model updated. I have been working on some stuff in the background. Editing some stuff, getting stuff together, making some reference sheets, and trying to find someone to make me another reference sheet professionally made, and also a VTuber model to get rigged and made. This is a very long and strenuous but a long and strenuous process that I actually enjoy. I know. You're like, what the fuck do you mean? It's long, strenuous, and you enjoy it? What are you, a fucking masochist? No, I'm not a masochist. I realize how much that I actually enjoy doing this the more that I actually do it. You see, I was just sitting in Photoshop and I found myself getting not lost, but locked in to my creative process. I found myself getting more and more intrigued and more happy and more fulfilled with the longer I got to basically make my own stuff. Like I recently have been doing a lot of more photoshopping and a lot of more just stuff in general for my Twitch/YouTube channel, and it caused me to use a lot of skills that I haven't been able to use in a long time, such as video editing, such as Photoshop, and such as stuff like that. It's been actually really fun and really good for me, and I think it's been a nice way to like relieve some stress, but also a nice way to do something that I actually enjoy doing. I do enjoy playing video games, and that's something I also do to also relieve stress as well, but I also just play video games because I'm a gamer. It's just something I love to do. I never really got to express myself the way that I do now by making the things that I get to make. Like, I'm currently working on a few things. One is a new Twitch background that I've been working on for like my starting screen, and I'll also be making one for my BRB screen for a stream, and maybe an intermission stream. I'm still kind of thinking about it, kind of see what I'm kind of going with. But I found myself enjoying it. Like my first background one was pretty shit, I'm not gonna lie. And this is the one that I ended up finishing on, the one that I'm still kind of, I put it as a work in progress, but really I kind of like how it is. And maybe if I got a more professional eye on it, it would look better. But at the moment, I really like how I've done it. You see, I find myself more in a comfortable space doing this kind of creative artistic thing, and it kind of fills me like positively. And I just want to say that you should, you know do things that make you feel good in life. I mean, there's so many times we just go to work and we just fill our lives with work, and no fun, or the fun that we do is detrimental to our health, like drinking or smoking or whatever you do to pass your times in life and days. But it isn't necessarily great. I feel that we should be able to get out there and just do things that we want/love to do. We live this life, this short but also long life in a way, and we just get stuck in the monotony of doing the same daily things. And I think that it's nice to do something you love, do something that you like, just do something in general that breaks your mold. Because for me, this breaks my mold. Because if I didn't do this, I would just basically go to work, come home, play some games, go to sleep, and then go to work and do that basically almost every single day, except for my off days, of course. And honestly, it's just really nice to do something. It's really nice to just have something else. And I really just think that if you have something that you want to do, just pursue it. I know it may be hard, it may be difficult, because trust me, I believe that some of the things that I'm doing is hard at times. It is difficult at times, but that feeling you get from actually succeeding in doing it is a beautiful feeling. It's just great. I mean, it's like perfect example here. When you play Dark Souls, if you've ever played a Dark Souls game, or Elden Ring, or Sekiro, or Bloodborne, or anything like of that sort, when you're stuck on a boss and you finally beat it, that feeling, that dopamine, that hit is like is almost the same. It's not it's close, but it's not necessarily the same, but it's very close. Like I would say they're almost one to one. The difference is that I'm not defeating a hard boss more than I'm more fulfilling a creative fill in myself, but also still trying to like get around something difficult that I don't know how to do sometimes, or that I do know how to do and I'm just trying to perfect my craft. That's how I would say that it's similar and very close, because in Dark Souls slash Elden Ring or whatever, you're trying to perfect your craft as a fighter, as a dodger, as someone who can take on these in almost immassable, irrepassable battles where you fight these large beings and it's difficult, and you feel like you'll die, but you get it because you literally you learn the moves, you adapt, you get better. That's what it feels like. It feels like I'm learning, it feels like I'm adapting, and it feels like I'm getting better at something that I enjoy doing. I feel that I'm honestly blessed to even have the ability to even do this stuff. Like there was a time in my life where I wasn't able to do this because of my situation and maybe who I was with or whatever. What may it be. I'm not like no Tino shade against anybody or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I just functionally wasn't able to do it. I just couldn't do it. It wasn't possible. It wasn't on my mind. It wasn't really a functional thing. And I also have to say, to the point of being a single person in my life right now, I'm so like down about not being single, and it's like, oh, I'm not honestly sad. I just like, that's just how it feels at times. You're like, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. But honestly, it's a blessing in disguise. I'm starting to realize that the more that I go down this path, that it is very beautiful that I am not held to put myself in a box that I'm not comfortable with. You see, I feel like I'm able to express myself in many ways and still enjoy the things that I enjoy. I'm able to make videos on anime, make videos on video games, make videos on literally just yapping and feel comfortable, because that's what I love to do. It's just who I am it's just a core person. That's me. NightS0S, Chaz, NightS0S, me. I enjoy these things, and I'm so glad and so blessed that I'm able to do them. I just really am happy, and I'm feeling more creative, more just flowing from all the things that, like, I guess I've been doing. It's not necessarily easy sometimes, but it's also not necessarily hard either. There are times where I can just lock in, knock something out really quickly, and just be like, yeah, I fucking did that. And there's also times where I'm struggling and I'm like, holy crap, what the hell did I do? How do I do this? How do I fix this? How do I do this? And then it goes to either I figure it out on my own, or I go to YouTube, or I go to Google and I try to figure these things out, because that's my only hope. When I went to college, I did learn a few things of, like graphic design and like stuff like that, and I wasn't even taking those classes. I wasn't even taking those classes. But before I went to college, I did do graphic design type of things in high school. So I did kind of have some of those skills uh in my repertoire, as you would say. I kind of just had that already. It was just something that I already knew and kind of understood. But I'm not like a master of this at all. Nowhere near it, nowhere close. I'm somewhere in the between of apprentice to almost intermediate, because I'm learning things and picking things up and doing more stuff that feels better, comfortable, just everything. So basically, just if you have something you want to do out there, do it. Don't feel discouraged. Don't feel down. Yes, things are going to be hard. Things are going to be difficult. And I think that that's okay. Because if life was just so easy, then what the fuck was the point of living? What's the point of exploring new things and doing stuff? What's the point if everything is just going to be easy? Look, I like a little bit of challenge in my life. I like a little bit of hard walls, or trying to figure out or trying to figure out the mystery of something, you know. I grew up watching Scooby-Doo. Okay, I get to how to solve a fucking mystery. All right, I grew up watching Courage the Cowardly Dog. I know what happens when there's a stranger in my house. I go get a freaking the heaviest object ever and I toss it in his face. Okay, I literally understand how this goes. All right, I grew up watching all the TV shows, all the cartoons, all the things, and they taught me many lessons. And the games that I play teach me many lessons, and they continue to teach me lessons, and I continue to live my life and learning and blah, 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 blah. Basically, let me get back on track. Just do stuff that you love. Be happy with who you are on the inside. Love yourself first. Understand yourself first. Find out who you are before you can do anything else. Because if you can't find out who you are, if you can't make yourself happy, if you can't love you, then really you're not really gonna be happy. You're not really gonna understand anything. You're not really gonna make it. You might feel that you have. You might feel that you've definitely got it, but you have to understand that your feelings are a lie. Sometimes your feelings are against you. Sometimes your feelings aren't gonna necessarily be the right thing to follow. I'm learning that myself right now. I'm still going down this path and doing things that my feelings tell me to do. And in those times, I feel that they are, well, a mistake after I've done the thing or whatever it is that I do. Now, in this sort of situation where I'm doing something that I love and I'm doing something that makes me feel actually good, this is something that I would say my feelings are with in the same kind of, it's in the same vein as where my soul and where my mind is. It's where my heart is. It's all together in one. I'm doing something that doesn't just fulfill my feelings, but it fulfills my creativity, it fulfills my soul, it fills me in many different ways. It's not just something that gives me that quick fix. And that's what I'm looking for. That's what we should all be looking for. Stuff that gives you a substantial fix. Stuff that gives you a substantial or a longer feeling, because the less time that we take for ourselves, the less time we will really have to understand ourselves when it's time for us to go. I really, really have to say that you have to be able to discern your feelings, your thoughts, your just art, like everything. You have to be able to discern these things in times, because it's really difficult, especially now. It's difficult to know what is right for you to feel, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, there are things like I used to think that I used to like honestly enjoy doing. Like I used to think I was a really got I really got a really good drinker. I used to think, man, alcohol was great. And to be honest with you, I'm not that guy. I'm not really into drinking like that. I don't really want to drink anymore. Like maybe I'll have a beer, and I don't even like beer like that either. Like Heineken's kind of rock, but they kind of also suck at the same time, because beer is piss, to be honest. It's just bread. It's just bread, and women are bread, all the things. I'm That was a joke, by the way. For all intents and purpose, I know women are not bred because they're psyops. Anyway, Jesus. Anyway, oh shit, damn it, damn it. I just realized the video's over. Anyways, look, all I'm trying to say is live your life, be happy, and just do everything that you can. Find your fulfillment. But anyways, I hope you liked this video. Subscribe for more NightS0S content. I love you. May God bless you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out!